This is B63 to Pier 6 Brooklyn Bridge Park.
Record.
Next stop, 4th Avenue and 100th Street. This stop is 4th Avenue and 100th Street. Next stop, 4th Avenue and Marine Avenue. This stop is 4th Avenue and Marine Avenue. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 95th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 95th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 92nd Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 92nd Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 89th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 89th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 86th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 86th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 83rd Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 83rd Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 80th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 80th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 77th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 77th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and Bay Ridge Parkway. This stop is 5th Avenue and Bay Ridge Parkway. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 72nd Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 72nd Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and Bay Ridge Avenue. This stop is 5th Avenue and Bay Ridge Avenue. Next stop, 5th Avenue and Senator Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and Senator Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 66th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 66th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 63rd Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 63rd Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 60th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 60th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 57th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 57th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 54th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 54th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 52nd Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 52nd Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 50th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 50th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 47th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 47th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 44th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 44th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 41st Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 41st Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 39th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 39th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 36th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 36th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 34th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 34th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 30th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 30th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 26th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 26th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 24th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 24th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 21st Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 21st Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 18th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 18th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and Prospect Avenue. This stop is 5th Avenue and Prospect Avenue. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 14th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 14th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 11th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 11th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 9th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 9th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 7th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 7th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 5th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 5th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and 3rd Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and 3rd Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and Garfield Place. This stop is 5th Avenue and Garfield Place. Next stop, 5th Avenue and Union Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and Union Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and St. John's Place. This stop is 5th Avenue and St. John's Place. Next stop, 5th Avenue and Prospect Place. This stop is 5th Avenue and Prospect Place. Next stop, 5th Avenue and Bergen Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and Bergen Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 4th Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 4th Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 3rd Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 3rd Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Nevin Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Nevin Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Bond Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Bond Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Hoyt Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Hoyt Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Smith Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Smith Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Borum Place. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Borum Place. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Court Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Court Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Clinton Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Clinton Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Henry Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Henry Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Hicks Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Hicks Street. Next stop, Brooklyn Bridge PK Road and Joralemon Street. This stop is Brooklyn Bridge PK Road and Joralemon Street.